Okay, welcome guys to some Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We finished our video 1 yesterday, and since then I have lost a lot of points for my league stuff, so, a little bit depressed today, but that's okay. We'll try to get we'll try to get through it, I guess. Oh yeah, we're at less 6, I didn't realize that. But we have 3 pips of piety, so we basically win anyway. It's all good. There's no need to stress. Gonna pick up this box of beasts just because I feel like it's a pretty decent evocation for 0 evo. You get some pretty good summons there. Alright, this looks like the Deep Troll and Hydra and Catoblepus looking. Yeah, it is. And elephants, I guess. It's a weird vault. There's not really too much great loot here, but for some reason it decides to be the only vault in layer 6. So, sorry, let me explain what I mean by that. Vaults in layer 6 can either be like small or large, and then small ones you can have 2, and large ones you can have only 1 of on a floor. So this is one of those large floors. The other one that I can think of right now is the Mad Scientist's Lab, the big forest, the elephant thing. So those ones are all quote unquote large vaults, so you can only have 1 of those in a floor. This is also one of those, except I don't know, I feel like this one has a lot less threat, I guess. Maybe it's because everything's 10 speed and there's no gimmick about this place. It's just like a bunch of death yaks, an elephant here and there, a Catoblepus maybe, a Hydra, and a Deep Troll Shaman. Maybe if you like fight the entire pack by itself, it's really scary. But I find that the packs tend to just disperse really quickly, so you don't really ever fight the main boss, the Deep Troll Shaman, with any of his guys with him. I guess maybe it's because he can haste and might them. I don't know if he actually can. Hey, Ghost Demise, what's up? And he's gone. Oh, there's another one. That was interesting. Okay, cool. Let's go back. There's the Catoblepus. I don't really want to abyss him because I kind of don't want to deal with him if I go into the abyss. Can I be petrified? I actually have no idea. I assume I can, but I'm going to just play as if I can't because there's no real downside to it. Okay, just stack that poison. Now walk back a bit. Just let him explode. Maybe throw an acid one to finish him off. There we go. Not bad indeed. Alright, another Death Yak. Just tab him down. Our character is pretty impressive defensively for this stage in the game. Got some pretty good armor, pretty good dodging. I don't know if Longblades wants to go up any higher, but I guess I'll just keep training it. There's no real reason not to, I guess. Yeah, so he can hasten might other, which is probably why he's scary. There's also a Dire Elephant here, which is a bit of a worry. I can't really abyss him either because he's kind of magic resistant. Okay, can I maybe throw an acid their way? Yes. Sweet, I hit the Deep Troll Shaman. Alright, he's healing himself, but we can still kill him. Alright, let's grab a beast here, just to distract the guy. The beasts I'm kind of using, the box of beasts I'm kind of using to deal a little bit of damage, because most of them are pretty fast, and also distract him from time to time. It's pretty good. It's a pretty effective strat, if I say so myself. Book of Battle. Probably not amazing, but a +5 Ring of Protection, I'll take that. Hell yeah, sure. Yeah. It's like, I don't really know if the box of beasts... I don't like the box of beasts the way the new one has turned out. So before it used to have like set charges, I think, and now, or it used to be like permanent. I forgot how it works before, but how it works currently is it just randomly sometimes runs out of fuel, and you're just like, what? So it could run out at 1, or it could run out like at 10. It's really annoying because you can't tell how many... Jesus, this is annoying. You can't tell how many you have left, how many box of beasts you have left. So it's really annoying. I don't know why they made it like that. Also, I hate eels. I don't know why they're in the game. They're like the absolute most annoying enemy in the game, by a long shot. If you don't have a way of dealing with them, you just want to kill yourself because they'll basically do it for you. They do so much damage and they're just such low threat enemies with no reward whatsoever for killing them. It's just such a frustration to deal with. I think at this point maybe my sword is a little bit better than what I've got. just for killing stuff, because it's not enough. We're not quite dealing enough damage right now with our long blade, with our short blade of venom. It definitely did downscale a little bit, or got outscaled by the scimitar. I think the scimitar is doing a bit more damage now. I want to be switching to that greatsword, so I'll keep long blades on until 20, I suppose. Hopefully we get a triple sword. I don't really know if we will, but you know, if we do get it, that'd be great. But we're doing alright for ourselves so far. Everything is pretty Gucci right now. Maybe I'll put the RF on instead of the magical power. I don't think we need that much MP anymore. We're not casting... Before we were using the MP plus 9 to kind of just bolster our resources and let us abyss a lot more. But we have enough mana now that we don't really need to do that. I'm gonna ignore that shop over there. It's really not that important. Level dex, because why not? Doesn't really matter. So I'll just level it. I like to have some even stats. People will always ask me, like, what's the reasoning behind the stat choices? And the answer is just roll a dice. You know, it doesn't really affect anything. Just don't worry about it. There's a lot of things that players do that they try to they believe mistakenly that it'll improve the way they play. By going really specific into things, but the reality is it's never that. It's just something else. It's always like that for new players, and scrubs generally too, I suppose. I mean, it's pretty... Any game where you actually have to learn how to play is going to get you... Well, let me explain this a bit more clearly, because I probably will be making a video about it, but it'll come off as a rant right now, so I'm not going to do it just yet. What's this? Enchanted longsword? Nah. This is a bit of an issue here. Oh my god. Okay. Gonna abyss that Tengu. He can do a lot of damage, and we already corroded pretty badly. Do we get mutated? No. Okay. Yeah, but like new players in games, or bad players, depending on, you know, how long they've been playing, I suppose. Though I do say that, you know, unless you've actually learned how to play the game properly, you technically could still be considered new, I suppose. Ah, sweet, a shield. We're gonna hold on to that. Right now it gives us an extra 3 shield, so it'll probably give us more later. I will turn dodging off, and I will train some shields, and I will set a skill target for 15 for shields. And I will also set a long blades target for 20, just so we just stay at that area, I guess. But yeah, new players will always tunnel vision on something that's completely irrelevant, and then treat it like that's the only flaw they have. It's pretty fucking obvious most of the time that there's something else horribly wrong with your play that you're neglecting to focus on because you don't want to face reality. You're like, oh, I have this problem at hand right now, X here, right? This is the problem that I want you to address, but the reality is it's never that problem that's the actual issue. An example that I would use is a friend of mine that said to me in for Street Fighter at least, he's like, oh my god, I can't do this one frame link combo. One frame link is hitting a combo hitting two specific buttons of specific strength and, you know, in a certain position within 1 frame out of 60 FPS of each other, exactly in between. So it has to be between 1 frame. It cannot be 2 frames or 3 frames or 0 frames. And he was like, oh, let's check what this is. Oh, that's a plus 11 longsword. Okay, that's definitely going to be higher damage than this 0 scimitar of nothing. I'm going to drop the scimitar because there's no chance that I'm ever going to use it, because if I need to brand weapon a scroll, I'll brand weapon the greatsword instead, which is our next weapon anyway. But yeah, he was like, oh, I can't do this 1 frame link. And I was like, well, why do you need to do that? It's like, oh, I'm not doing enough damage. And then when I play against him, it's like, there is no position at all where his 1 frame link would mean anything at all. Like, it's just completely irrelevant. The issue is he can't defend for shit. He has no defense at all, and he doesn't anti-air correctly, so he doesn't stop me from just jumping on him and hitting him like over and over again. Like, he doesn't stop that at all. He doesn't block. Like, you're focusing on a 1 frame link when really you should, you know, not be worrying about that. You should be worrying about your fundamentals, right? And it's like, oh yeah, okay, sure. Now about this very specific matchup problem, I feel like this is the reason why I'm losing. I'm like, didn't I just fucking tell you that you need to focus on your fundamentals? It doesn't matter about like this specific question. It should be the basics that you're focusing on improving first. But yeah, that's like my mini rant for the day. I think I'll probably put that in a video like as a little bit more of a, I suppose, more constructive, video, a bit more content to it, because it does feel like that has always been a problem, especially on Reddit, where you see like people just ask really weird, out of the blue questions, like ultra specific stuff, and then you realize that they haven't even won a game, or they've got some like really unnecessary question. Like I don't even know what examples I could give. Really, it's kind of hard to like. You can see it when you. Holy shit! All right, we're getting wrecked right now by something down there. I don't even know what it is, but I don't want to know. There's a shiny buckler there. I'm going to ignore it because we already have a shield, and it's probably going to be too much of a step down in terms of buckler. It's step down in terms of shielding, so I'm just not going to worry about it. Oh, we got a Abyssal. Hey, a Rune Demon Trident. That's a Demon Trident of Electrocution. I kind of want that. I'm just going to, faff about a little bit in here, just because there's no real reason not to. Alright, there's a Smoke Demon. There's a good reason to. We'll just take on Lewis. She's not really that strong unless she can Abyss us anyway. Oh, never mind. We were wrong. We were very wrong. Jesus, she does a lot of damage. Okay. Cool, she had a glowing Lord Shield on her. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and go upstairs. Figure out what that is. +2 Lord Shield, I'll take it. Sure. It actually drops our shield down by 3. Sorry, our evade down by a couple of points, but that's not a huge deal, so we'll just use that instead, I suppose, while we train up for it. Picked up this Demon Trident of Electrocution. Fortunately, I don't think it's good enough at this point. Possibly. It's a one-handed weapon, and switching out is going to be too much of a pain in the ass. Even though it is a really good weapon. In fact, a game-ending one. Wait, what's this? 2111, 23-9. So I guess this is better. This +1 chainmail cold resistance. Just because it gives a better stat distribution. I think it also gives me a higher stat total, or an equal one. And cold resistance on top, so it's pretty nice. But yeah, I do need to really do a video on that, because it's a little bit... It's been on my mind quite a bit. And I have said it a couple of times in the videos before, like maybe in the last 6 months I've probably said it twice, I'd say. And in the last year I've probably said it like 3 or 4 times. Oh, I thought I got Abyss again. I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, because we can depart the Abyss, being Abyss isn't really a big deal, but it's still a piety hit, so you shouldn't treat it like it's a non-threat. It's still annoying to be Abyss as an Abyssal Knight. You also don't get any piety in there either. Whoops, I forgot to go to Orc. Journeyman, Shadows, Guy, Demon Spawn, Monk of McLeod. If you have a Demon Spawn, Monk of McLeod, why are you wielding a vampiric weapon, bro? Alright, well that's the reason. Your character sucks. Never mind. Like, if I could just smash him like that, that's pretty bad. So, I guess the ghost was pretty weak. I wonder what... It's kind of weird, like, sometimes... Because you don't have access to their log files unless you want to go look it up. And sometimes you can't even really do that because they've played so many games in between. Kind of makes you wonder what they were doing at the time. When they made the decisions they made. Also, I just realized that I'm a Formicid. Oh, is that... Scimitar Flaming! Do we have Swamp? Aww. Aw, Depression. Aw, damn it. Alright, well I guess this Long Blade of Slicing is better than. +11 is probably as good as we're going to get. We're going to go dig over here, just because we can dig. Hey, there's Harold. He's dead now. We weren't too fussed about him, I suppose. Probably should have been a little bit more scared, but, whatever. Alright, we got all 3 downstairs, so I don't think there's anything left in Orc 1. But yeah, returning to that weird thing that I was talking about. Really does feel like that's like going to be a universal thing. I don't think I can really fix it just by being me and making a video about it, but I do want to address it sometime soon. I'm going to Abyss this summon. Oh shit, I'm like... Can I fear scroll this? Can I Abyss this? I know this looks stupid, but I want to Abyss it because that's just really rough. Alright, I got access to the blue guy, that's fine. That's also acceptable. There's just a bunch of regular crap here. Can ignore them. Yeah, it's a little bit rough. I wasted a lot of piety there to try to kill a summon, but, you know, I couldn't get away without blinking, and blinking could have got me in a pretty bad position as well, so I just didn't want to deal with it. Alright, I'm just going to run away. Unfortunately, I think the Sun Demon is faster than me, which is why it's hurting me so much. I'm just going to abyss the blue guy. He's annoying. I don't want to deal with him. Like, look at this shit. This is disgusting. If he gets... Okay. I was going to say, if he gets anything summoned, he's just going straight to the abyss. Fuck that guy. I don't have to deal with this. I'm an Abyssal Knight. I'm VIP. Oh, man. Okay. This is a Necrosec. Got our Int Drain. That's fine. Not a huge deal. Gonna rest here so that the summons despawn. Then just go back down and kill the guy. Enchant Weapon Scroll. I guess that goes on the Greatsword. Alright, I either want a Brand Weapon Scroll or a Acquirement Scroll. It doesn't look like I'm getting either right now. So, a bit disappointed, but hey, you know. You win some, you lose some. We didn't really win anything specific yet, but, you know, I like to say that. Dagger, Morg. Welcome back, Morg. We saw him last game. Pretty cool. There's a bunch of smite guys. I'm just going to go ahead, break a wall. Okay, Rust Devil, don't really want to fight him, so I'm just going to go upstairs and rest him out. Like, there's no point in fighting Rust Devils because they're really hard to kill, and they're also really corrosive, so don't fight them. Heal up. Go fight some orcs maybe, here and there. Alright, some ID scrolls, recharging, sure, I'll take them. Maybe a couple more ID scrolls. I have a lot of gold right now, so I might as well use a bit. Use it to get rid of the rest of my things that I need to ID. Great. Another scroll shop. Enchant weapons, 3 of them. Probably will put them and the enchant armor on my shopping list. I'll pick up the identify scroll, I guess. There's no real reason to, but you know, it's only 26 or something gold, or however much I paid for it. It's not a huge deal, especially when we have 1,600 left. Alright, so Spider's Nest is next. We do not have Arpoise, and we have no way of getting Arpoise. Okay, I'm gonna do a weird thing, and I'm gonna go Shoals first. I know that sounds really weird, but I feel like Shoals is pretty easy for this character. I got a big shield, and I have Abyss, which can be used on a lot of these low MR enemies. So I should be in decent shape to deal with things. And worst come to worst, I can just corrupt the Abyss and it's fine. Oh, wait, that guy is actually not as low power as I thought. Oh, fuck. We are in bad spots. Oh my god. Alright, never mind. We are in a bad spot right now. I regret everything. Can I Abyss him? Okay, I am in a very bad spot right now. Never mind, I regret everything. I am so sorry. Let's corrupt here. Just create a whole bunch of crazy shit to go on. Blink once, just to run away. Just get out, 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 get out. That was a really bad fight. Okay, never mind. We cannot do this place. We don't have enough MMR to avoid getting murdered. Damn it. God, that's so frustrating. Yeah, the only MR we have is the Dagger of Morg. Okay. So we got mesmerized, and then because we're... we can't teleport because we're, you know, Formicids. So, a bit unfortunate there, but hey. Whatever. Okay, sure. Alright, now this is the... This is an issue. We're going into a really poisonous place, and we have absolutely no poison resistance. We're going to have to use kill holes pretty much 24/7 to avoid taking too much poison at one time. And we're going to have to be ready to... Oh shit, we read a scroll of noise. That was not the right scroll I wanted. Okay, it's fine though. We'll just pull upstairs. We'll pull everything upstairs. We'll use a whole bunch of degenerative tactics to avoid damage. Yeah, we have a lot of... Ah, that's really annoying. Alright, fuck you, going to the Abyss, mate. Block my way. Abyss time for you. I'm also going to create a gap out. I'm going to create a couple of gaps out. Just so I can get through this stupid area and maybe get to open space if I need to. Not that I really would need to, but, you know, just in case. Alright, these Orb of Destruction spiders are really pissing me off. Unfortunately, I can't do much about them. But, Ah, get the fuck off my tile, dude. I'm just not gonna let anyone stand in that tile. Anyone who stands in that tile will die. I don't care who it is. That was not the right potion. Fuck, that was curing. I was gonna read curing. Quaff curing, but then I fat fingered J somehow. God damn it, that's really frustrating. Alright, anyway, continuing on. Gonna get into the corridor here if I can. There we go. Nice. If I corridor stuff, the amount of damage things will do to me due to my high shield is really low, so I can just kind of bounce stuff off me. I mean, look at these orbs of destruction. They're kind of just not hitting me half the time. Wand of Scattershot, not an incredibly good thing at 0 Evo, but, you know, don't really care for it that much. Gonna recharge the Wand of Acid just to get ourselves a little bit more damage. We also have a ton of recharging, so there's almost no chance that we need to use all this anyway. It's not a huge deal. Gonna go downstairs. So ideally, I think I find like a really good large shield, and then I find a great sword of some kind, or a brand weapon scroll, and I can use this great sword, and that's like the ideal scenario for me. Yep, that's rough. All right, we are lethally poisoned. Just drink a curing to get out of that. It's unfortunate, but redbacks do a shitload of poison damage, like almost too much poison damage. Feels unfair sometimes. Alright, cool. I need to make sure I'm always in a corridor if I can. Don't fight multiple enemies because poison stacks and everything's faster than you anyway. Will make for a very bad time. 1v1s are the best for this character. Okay, that's really rough. I wish Clarity and Formicid's got Clarity as well as we are Alec. Oh, we are. Oh, we are. Okay, I don't know why we're Alec. Oh, it's a sword. Right, cool. Sure. Yeah, like, you kind of don't want to be fighting a whole bunch of stuff at the same time because everything's faster than you and you can't really run away. And abyssing things all at once takes a long time because you have to spend time to kill each guy that you try to abyss. And sometimes you fail and then it takes 2 turns to kill an enemy and you're like, oh, God. Meanwhile, they're just stacking poison on you because you're not R-poise. It's really rough. But yeah, as hard as I made it sound, it looks like Spider is pretty straightforward. At least a lot more than Shoals, I guess. Shoals theoretically shouldn't be hard, but, you know, logic doesn't apply to Shoals. Shoals is just one of those places where you're like, ah, fuck this. Alright, shields at level 12, that's good. Come on, we're running out of acquirement scrolls that can't be acquirement. Sorry, we're running out of unknown scrolls that can't be acquirement or brand weapon. There we go, there's a brand weapon. Whew! 3 scrolls of acquirement? Hell yeah, I'll take a weapon. Anti-magic double swords, alright. I'll take 2 armors then. Whew! Alright. Regen, int +2, int dex +2, and +3 strength. +3 gloves. What a fucking excellent armor. Some boots of stealth? Yeah, I'll take them. Sure. It's +1, I guess. But this greatsword of electrocution? Hell yeah, dude. That's what we live to see. I love this shit. God damn. Oh, yes. I like it. The Holy Blade can go now. I think the Longsword still has a pretty good niche of being able to make me RLAC, but I don't think it's that necessary anymore. This Greatsword is a really good one anyway. Electrocution, not the best brand to go on with Greatsword, but it's extra damage that I wouldn't have had out otherwise, so it's worth it. And besides, the Greatsword is really good anyway. Like, I think one of the misconceptions that people have is that just because electricity is better on a fast weapon doesn't mean it means that it's bad on a slow weapon. This is not true. I mean, this long blade actually swings at 0.7 at min delay. This longsword also swings at min delay at 0.7. So, really, it's not... The double sword also swings at 0.7, by the way. So, if you think about it, you're really not losing... Oh, okay, I need to actually get into a corner here. Okay, if things get really bad, I can just infinity... I can just spam Abyss at stuff, but I'm not going to do that unless I really need to. Jesus. The Entry Weaver is very tanky, apparently. Ow. But yeah, this long blade, whew, it's spicy. It's doing a lot of damage. It's going to be smacking people up. I mean, I think that the reason why people... I think, that, like, there is truth in that statement that it is not as good on an elect weapon. An elect weapon is worse when it's a broadsword or a greatsword, compared to when it's some, you know, dagger or whatever. Yes, that's true, mostly because of swing delay, but it's probably... Oh my god, I just realized who that was. Hello, Nicola. How are you doing? Vial of Floods and run away, I guess. Can't really abyss him. We'll just run away. I forgot to switch to that longsword that I was talking about, so that's why I almost died. I like how I kept it just for one reason, and then I instantly forgot that I needed to do that. Okay, 13% first time abyss. I like it. We missed out on maybe a shining cloak, but who cares? It's not a huge deal. It's worth it to get rid of a big threat like that, anyway. Alright, that's a whole bunch of enemies on those two downstairs. I'm gonna go down to the third one, find a kill hole, and then just hole up in it. Oh, great, I'm gonna have to fight Arachne now. She's annoying as shit. If she gets really annoying, I'm just gonna abyss her, but it doesn't seem like she's that threatening, I suppose. Yeah, she was okay. Keeping the corrosion resistance on just for entropy weavers, it's pretty good. Ring of protection from magic, that's gonna be useful in vaults. Disintegration can go now. I really never am gonna use it. Lightning wand can also go. Never gonna use it. Just like, why would I ever use a lightning wand when I could just use an acid wand? Acid is just 20 times better. Makes no sense. Like, just doesn't logically follow. But yeah, having this infinite dig is pretty good. It's pretty cool. Okay, we can corrupt our weapon with a distortion once. Now, the thing about distortion branding on any character is that it's annoying as shit, and usually you don't even want to do it. So, for some weird reason, like, I think the distortion is really annoying. Like, super annoying. As a brand. It's outright dangerous half the time, because it just forces you to refight and fights that you already won if you, like, teleport stuff away. Blinks range guys away from you. It steals a bit of the XP of it, Abyss stuff, which is not that bad, honestly. That's pretty much the best thing. But if it high rolls and does, like, damage, it's better. It's straight up just, like, infinitely better than electricity damage. If it just high rolls and does the damage portion of the brand. So it's like, it's too random to get any meaningful benefit out of it. So I tend to not bother with it. There is a brand weapon scroll. Now, the thing is, I could brand weapon this greatsword, but chances are if I get protection, I'm going to be really sad about it, so I'm not going to work. I don't really want to do it, to be honest. I think I'll just leave it as electricity. It's a really good weapon anyway. I might brand another weapon. If I get, like, you know, vampiric or something, I'll be like, oh my god, that'd be so good. But I'm not too fussed, I think. I think that's the main thing that I want to take away from this. Alright, so webs create a vibration whenever you pass through them, alerting enemies on the floor. So I'm just going to go ahead and get myself stuck in a couple of these webs, just to kind of do a little bit of a, oh no, look, I'm in trouble, guys, and then I stab the shit out of anything that comes. Like, we are straight up mugging people. Okay, I have no idea how any of these guys saw me, but, you know, they did. Sure, why not? Oh, God. Alright, at this point, ooh. At this point, we're like, I was going to say at this point we're kind of safe, but apparently we are not. Let's agility here, and then blink. Okay, if we get to a corridor, we'll be fine. Okay, that's not happening. Let's just start abyssing stuff, willy-nilly, just to make this fight a little less scary. Okay, that's made the fight a little bit more bearable. Okay, we got orb destruction. That's unfortunate. Okay, just gonna stab a couple of guys. Maybe heal a couple of times. Alright, there we go. Bit of a scary fight there, just because everything kind of swarmed me at once. It's kind of what happens with Formicid, though. You can't really... You have to just kind of make do with what you got. I did waste a lot of my consumables, though. I've got a lot less curing and a lot less heal wounds than I wish I had. But that's kind of my own fault. I had a decent amount before. I just squandered them a little bit. Damn, we fight enemies really well. Like, even though Emperor Scorpions are having some trouble with dealing with us. Man, greatsword. Is there any other greatswords? No. I was gonna say, it's really tempting me because I said vampiric, and then I kind of feel like vampiric might be good now. And I'm like, ooh, maybe I should brand weapon, this greatsword. But no, electricity is good. I should use this. So now we're in shoals again. Shoals, we should be in a better position now because we're a little stronger to deal with everything in here. But yeah, the fact that enemies did not... Oh yeah, I didn't talk about corruption. Whoops. Well, I'll explain it the next time I use it. It's fine. It's a pretty good spell. It's a pretty good ability. Costs a lot of piety, but yeah, these little green tiles that you're seeing here are just bits of the floor that have been left over from the Abyss corruption. It's pretty cool. I like that thematic feel that you've actually done something to the dungeon floor. It's not a huge indication of what happened, but you know, it's a nice little nod. I like it. Look at that. Oh man, we fucked this place up. There's like, I don't even know what this is anymore. It's not shallow water, that's for sure. It's some putrid green shit. The Abyss corruption was real. Okay, those guys are gonna just keep shooting at us. I'm gonna go over here and just explore around a little bit more. Rapier of electrocution, that's fine. Ow, Jesus. We take a lot of damage from these guys. Let's check for artifacts, just in case. No, we've got all the good ones, I think. We've got a glistering book in layer 1. Oh, I think there's Ocla plants over there. We'll probably go deal with that soon. But not right now, I'd say. You know, this really does make me feel like maybe I should consider leveling more invocations. Because this is really annoying. Come on, 60% failed the Abyss? Come on now. Yeah, maybe I should train. I kind of got other stuff to train right now. Like, I can't tell what my banish power is, but we should probably go up a little bit more just to be able to banish more stuff more easily. But, you know, whatever. It's fine. It's no big deal. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Alright. With the protection from magic, though, we should be in a little bit better shape against those pesky, whatchamacallits. Ooh. Yeah, those pesky merfolk avatars or whatnot. Unfortunately, those are all useless to us, but we can go ahead and enchant this long blade, this great sword, if you will, to a much higher power. Kind of don't want to waste my magic mapping scroll, but I probably will end up doing that if I get impatient. We'll explore a little bit out in this direction, and if we find the ice cave, we find it. It's good. If we don't after like 2 or 3 fights, we'll probably just magic mapping. Yeah, okay, we'll magic mapping, yeah. Yeah, it's nowhere near us. Okay, good. Well, we had to go right and then fly as well, so there's no way we would have gone there. Alright, we might be in some pretty deep trouble here. Never mind. I'm gonna start abyssing stuff, because that's what we do when we're in trouble. We abyss stuff. If you haven't learned that by now about the Abyssal Knight playstyle, then you have to go rewatch video number 1, because that was very important. It is, when in doubt, abyss stuff. Because abyssing stuff is literally just killing them in one hit. It's overpowered. It's actually broken. Abuse this mechanic while it's still there. Let's fly here. We have 1 pip of RC. That's probably good enough, I'd say. I mean, I can't really say for sure, but I assume it's better. It's good enough. I'm gonna sit here for a bit, heal up. Alright, this is an ice statue area. At this stage, it should be okay. Should be pretty easy. We do a lot of damage, I guess. Oh wait, there's some very ugly things there as well. Nah, we kill him too. Damn. This character's pretty tough for where we are. Simulacrum obviously hurting a lot, but, you know, it's fine. Can I not? Oh yeah, they're all magic immune. I was gonna say, it would be pretty cool if I could just abyss them. Gonna blink here, just get out of the way. Thankfully, abyss doesn't, blink does not cost piety. Keep that in mind, so I can just use it for free. It only costs health, which is great. I'm just kind of blinking out so I don't have to, I can reset the fight instead of losing a shitload of health like this. Ow. It's a little bit annoying, but that's okay. I mean, we're kind of doing what we have to with 1 pip of cold resistance. We don't really have like a super great... Okay, this could be a bit bad. Can you see invis, boy? Nope. Alright, I'm just going to go with invis and then stab all these guys in the back. Without looking. There we go. Brilliant. Alright, we got an ice dragon armor for our troubles, and a lamp of fire, which is not bad. Ice Dragon scales 28-15 compared to 27-13, so wow, that's just straight up better. But unfortunately we don't have any. Oh, we have RF actually. That's really tempting, huh? We'll leave it on the floor. Actually, no, we'll keep it with us for now, because I actually think that if we get RF, like a second pip of RF somehow, it's gonna actually be a decent armor. I don't know, like it seems kind of useful. Ice Dragon armor is like rarely good because ice resist cold's not as good as resist fire, but you know it's kind of nice to have a good armor rather than just random chainmail of nothing. But like I said, with regular melee characters, you want either a fire plate. Actually, yeah, are there any plate mails that are... Nope. You either want plate mail of fire resistance, or you want gold dragon armor or something like that, if you can afford to go that far. It's been a while since I played a pure melee, other than that ogre fighter Wujan. But those guys can't obviously build. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff here. I'm not going to risk getting my upstairs taken away or something. So I'm just going to go down a different staircase. Going to make a little kill hole here. Just break through, punch everything in. And just kind of make out like a madman. That kind of sounded weird, but you know what I meant. Just get out of there. Okay, break free of this, break into this vault as well. Blah, blah, blah. It's kind of nice to be able to like just do this for free, but it does cost me an extra movement turn when I don't have to do that, but it's all good. It's all good. Alright, that's 3 little pods taken out now. I have no idea where the rune is. It's just kind of somewhere on the floor in one of these pods, but I don't think that I'll be exploring the entire place if I find the pod early. If I find the rune early. It just seems like yeah, with this kind of shit happening, it just seems kind of bad actually. Alright, this is a bit risky, but that's okay. Just heal up. Go upstairs and heal. We only have 157 health. Damn. It's actually not too much. Oh, we can't get through this water. Gross. Alright, I'm gonna take a shitload of damage from Bobs. I hate Bobs. Bobs are like such a shit mechanic. It's just so frustrating sometimes. Because Manticores are like absurdly... they spawn absurdly early, like D10, D11, and then they just like fuck you completely out of anything you have. Like you need a resource to get out of them, or just be strong enough. Like if you, I'm talking about the situation where there's a Manticore and one other enemy or 2 other enemies, because you need to burn a resource to get away from them. You can't just like walk away. I mean, you could argue that's good design, but the problem is like the damage itself is really high, and on top of that, you're also fighting against an enemy that's like pretty strong for its level. It's like, god. What a nightmare. Nightmare of an enemy. Alright. Just gonna go back here. Into the corner. Very effective strat. This is a Rune Giant Spy Club. How come I can't wield this? I should be big enough. It's only +4 though. Gross. What a scam. I feel scammed. I feel like I've been scammed. Okay, it's just a bunch of guys here. I'm gonna back off here. Ow. Alright, you... Enough of this nonsense, please. I'm gonna go upstairs. Oh, be careful of those balls of steam, by the way. They are very dangerous. Okay, gonna abyss the turtle. Because snapping alligators do a lot of damage. I think like upwards of 30 or 40. It's pretty crazy. They do a lot of damage, actually. I need to abyss something. There we go. Didn't want to abyss the merfolk just because I want to keep the demon trance on me, but whatever. If we have to abyss him, like, there's no point in pretending like we don't care. Like we care about it. It's not a huge deal. It's a very minor consideration to keep those weapons on. Like, just in the case of, like, maybe a treasure trove or something crazy. But, nah, there's no point. Okay, this is the Rune Vault. I'm just going to stand on the only dry patch of land. I don't know if Formicid counts as a big race. I assume they don't. So, I'm going to stand on dry land because, other than big races, every enemy, every ally, sorry, every character suffers a large accuracy bonus. I can't see what my MR is. Is that 5% or 15? Alright, let's just corrupt this place. Fuck this whole place. Just run away. Alright, you know what? This is a really friggin' shitty corruption. I'm gonna go ahead and train some invocations. Like, that's a little pitiful little piece of shit, like corruption. Look at that. There's like 10 enemies in there. Nah, screw that shit. We need to be mad corrupting people. Like, we need to be corrupting the whole fucking floor. When I corrupt, I better have the whole goddamn floor know about it. You know what I mean? This is pitiful. We're gonna get more invocations to get that corruption power up. Corruption brings the abyss to the place that you're standing on, spawning a shitload of allies that are, sorry, not allies, but monsters that are neutral to you and won't directly attack you, but they basically attack everything in sight other than you, kind of. They're indifferent to you. But yeah, you can only use it once per floor because otherwise it'd be fucking broken. You can be used to break walls. It can be used to distract. It can be used to kill. It can be used to escape. It's a very versatile tool. It costs a lot of piety, but it's really good. But yeah, I'm gonna go level up some info. Until then, I'm gonna leave it here. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you all probably tomorrow.